Ultron's buff is now officially live, and I gotta say, he's just not bad. At first when I started playing with him, I went into Realm of Legends just to test out his damage, and at best, it was just mediocre. I found his rotation to be really annoying, and it didn't feel like it had a huge payoff, since his damage phase doesn't last very long. To sum up one of his rotations, you must use as many functions as possible, and once you're getting bored, throw your heavy and then an SP2 right afterwards to get right into your damage phase. In shorter fights, SP1 heavy before SP2 should do the job. He has the potential to reach 20k heavies, but for the amount of effort, it doesn't feel very rewarding. At the same time, he really needs synergies for me to even want to use him. His best synergies are with Vision and Age of Ultron, so he can extend the effects of Cauterize and additionally put in a passive heal block on the opponent. Put him along with Cap Infinity War, who makes Ultron drain the opponent's power after they throw a special, and with the cherry on top, Mr. Sinister, who lets Ultron power lock the opponent right after they throw a special. This combined with Cap and Vision's synergy turns him into a mini Magic. Now you're left with one space on your team for whoever you want. Ultron's yellow numbers may have been disappointing for me, but he's actually got some nice looking red numbers. Ultron's damage output is a combination of dot damage and regular brute force damage. On the screen right now, I am facing against the very annoying Flare Crit Resist Havoc in 7.2.6. Due to the crit resist, I cannot rely on my brute force damage, so I have to rely on damage over time. The degens Ultron places on Havoc makes him an absolute beast for this fight. And also, how about that sexy regen to counter that Flare node? Oh, and did I forget to mention his easy access to armor buffs? Just parry and gain an armor? Colossus, is that you? It feels like Ultron shines more in general everyday questing scenarios and not so much in longer fights like Realm of Legends, Labyrinth, or even Abyss. But check out how well he does in this KVQ. With Vision's synergy, he has an easy access to passive heal block, making him able to reach 10 passive furies relatively quickly. I tried to see how well he does against the boss, but this is when I noticed the problem with Ultron. Due to the one eye open node, it made it very difficult for me to land a heavy, which is very important for his rotation. And because of that, I wasn't able to pull off any big damage. Of course, with the big balls I got, I tried to YOLO heavy on Hood, but I ended up dying instead. Before his buff, Ultron had good immunities and a really good sustainability due to his double regens, and his only problem was just his lack of damage. In his current state, his damage is definitely much improved and has some pretty good pieces of utility. Especially love the fact that he has a very easy way to access armor buffs. His main downside, however, is his annoying rotation, where if the opponent gets passive on you right after you throw a heavy in SP2, you lose a bit of damage as the timer expires pretty quickly. At first I was really disappointed with his buff since he was so dreadfully annoying to play in long fights, but as soon as I started using him in everyday quests, I started to like him more. Do you have an Ultron? What do you think about his buff? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to whap that like button with your dick. Also, while you're at it, why don't you just whap the sub button too? Anyways, that does it for this video. Please take good care of yourselves and have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, check it out. Now the grind never stops, like I'm running from the cops. It's hard to stay humble when you're force-fed props, but I don't give a damn. I am just a man. I am not more important than any one of my fans. First name Bobby, so I'm all about the hundreds. Work so hard, everybody think I'm blunted. Gunning hard with the mask and Glock, and I'ma stay with